Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Embrace Your Uniqueness. We have to become brave enough to challenge ourselves. We have to become bold when sharing our special story. We all have something special inside. Are we willing and able to make the stand and say, yes, this is the life that's worth fighting for? My name's Merz, and for those that you may have caught my other videos and may know a little bit about what I'm here for, I'm all about just embracing your uniqueness and finding ways to level up and power up and feel better about your life and to just embrace the more positive sides of the world. And it's been a minute. I took some time away from all things social media, but I wanted to come back and touch base with everyone and just let you know that I'm still out here and I still think about the effects of social media. And I hope that you all have been finding boundaries and finding ways to limit your social media interactions. I know for myself, I feel like I go through some waves. And, even though I haven't posted in a long time, I started this channel 2 years ago. And I just feel that there's been so much time where I've gone on YouTube and binged out like everybody else in the world. But the one most important thing I started to do was just shave off social media platforms. I got off of Facebook. I got off of Instagram. I never got onto TikTok. So that was easy to just, I never joined it. So I never cared about it. And then it became like YouTube, and now YouTube has a lot of these shorts, and I'm starting to feel like it's starting to creep into that like instant gratification, like nonsensical, real skin deep level surface crapola. And that's what kind of gave me some bad feelings. So I'm not sure how you all feel about it, but it started to really like make me feel like, oh gosh, is YouTube just going to be another one of these platforms that sinks into the stupidity of it all? And I hope it doesn't. And I truly, I don't have a lot of followers. And with that being said, please like and subscribe to my channel. That would really help me out and help this video reach more audience. And for those of you who have subscribed, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. I don't really have like a big agenda with this channel. I'm strictly just allowing myself to be vulnerable, hopefully touching other people that are willing to open themselves up a little bit too. I love reading the comments. I love reading the responses. I always respond back. And that's been a big joy. And actually it was sparked by a comment I got recently, just kind of, just a fellow person out there just saying, hey, just checking in with you. You haven't posted in a while, and I always appreciated your videos. And it's just a simple message like that just really hit home and just made me feel like, wow, I feel like I have touched a little bit of a community here on social media. And, as it goes for like breaking away and making like those hard stops and ending social media because of all the negative reasons, like, yeah, we can go on. And I think more and more and more we're finding out that in the mainstream society that there is an issue with social media, and there is such a danger to these platforms, and there's a danger to these big tech companies with their mindsets of using us as pawns in this big game. And now I feel like we've become commercials to each other. And I had a conversation with some friends over the weekend where we talked about how we feel so much more isolated from our communities and our neighborhoods. And I feel like more and more of the pressure of society is making us gravitate to only connecting on social media platforms and using that as the only place to like express ourselves, even though it's really odd. Like it's one-sided. Like I can be who I am right now, but there's no give and take in a conversation. I'm not reading anybody's mind, and I'm not reading people's body languages, and I'm not reading people's, their words and sensing their feelings and having a connection. And it's isolating, it's lonesome to make videos like this too. So I have to do it with some proper like thought going into it. And then I like to just, I like to come into these videos thinking about like what would be beneficial and what's more like a way of starting a conversation with somebody versus me preaching out like, seven ways to be cool, 7 ways to be rich by 2024, all that stuff. Because now I feel like there is that angle of, self-improvement and self-development, which I really believe in, but it is becoming this like overwhelmingly nonsensical business, and it's invasive and it's intimidating when you just like hit with a bunch of people wearing like flashy watches and driving expensive cars and like fit bodies, and everyone looks like these super sexy organisms, and they're just like, yo, be like me, do what I do, say what I say. Don't you want to live like this and be good, be strong? I'm motivated. You're not, because you're wimpy. And it's just like, come on, people. That's not what we're going for here. And then with the same idea of like everyone, you coming on these social media platforms and being like, this is how you be unique, and this is how you stand out, and this is how you are different. And I'm like, God, man, that's so wild, and being someone born with disabilities, I was born very unique. So it's just, I believe that you should be comfortable in your own skin and with your own self. And I truly believe that takes a lot of work in looking within and building a relationship with yourself. And it's going to be very hard to build a relationship with yourself when you're just like scrolling through little 30-second clips on YouTube of shorts, or on, YouTube shorts, or like Instagram posts, or like TikTok videos of influencers trying to make money off of your attention span, and they're not thinking about the betterment of you. And I mean, I can only tell you enough that like I do care about this community we're creating. I obviously don't have a personal relationship with anyone here in this platform, but through comments and through just a back and forth, and maybe just me committing to like doing some of these videos is my way of saying, like I just want to help or be helpful, or let you see somebody who's going through a process. And because I'm not a finished product in any way, I have a very modest life, and I enjoy my work that I do, and I'm growing, and I feel like I'm doing better, and I feel like each day is getting better, and that's solid. And I have goals, and I try to like do, make my goals and my dream list, and I try to, what I say on these channels through my videos, like what I've, I guess I've preached and what I've felt like compelled to talk about. I try to live those practices, but I definitely have fallen off that, and I've failed a million times, and because I'm human, and I don't believe that anyone's perfect, but I also don't believe that we're failures if we just falter. And it is, I think one thing we can learn about ourselves is how we get back up and try again. And so please join this channel. Please comment on, leave your comments. Give me something, because if I commit to like coming back to this and doing this, I really want it to come from a conversational place. With that being said, I am looking forward to launching off with my intentions is to continue with weekly videos again. I just wrote down in my goals journal to commit to taking cold showers, working out, watching what I eat for 1 year starting today. And because I started yesterday, but for YouTube purposes and video purposes, today on. So here we are. It's April 17th, 2023. I'm going to just go after this weekly drive of being on YouTube, giving you guys like an inside look. And I'd love for you to join me. That would be amazing. If you want to join in, let's start today. And if you watch this video later and you want to jump in at any point, do it. Just jump in and let us know where you are, and like let's all communicate. Let's find something to help each other, and just find ways to voice our opinions, and really just give each other that space and that time and that love and that care and that encouragement that we all need. And then we can really just go after this. So I'm going to be doing more videos each week and kind of telling you where I'm at, what I'm working on, and how I'm continuing. Maybe I'll eventually share you my personal goals for what I would like to see in a year, but I feel like that's my personal journey, and I feel like we should all have something to ourselves. And, we do want to share, and we want to be genuine on social media, and we want to, be as personable as we can be. But I also feel like that there's stuff that we got to hold to ourselves and just keep out of this platform too. So much love and respect to all of you. Thank you so much. And I'm glad to be back. I know it's been some time. I apologize for that, but it feels good. I feel like I took the time I needed. I feel like I'm here for a reason, and I'm excited to share, and I'm excited to hear from you. And so thank you so much again. And I look forward to seeing you guys in a week.